homage to the 1980s horror films. I'm a huge fan of John Carpenter, Wes Craven, all those great films of the 80s that literally inspired me to do what I do now.
Todd's created an amazing story with really interesting characters, and it allowed me to get really creative with both the sound and music, so excited.
This is the first time that the public will see it. We've only had a cast and crew screening.
You seem remarkably relaxed.
Oh, no. No, actually not.
Worrying to us.
I literally got chills when I just told you that this is the first time.
We kind of collaborated on the story together. I'm Todd's uncle, so I know exactly what's happened to him all these years.
You brought some amazing gifts with you, didn't you?
One of the first things we have is the Terror of Hallows Eve graphic novel, which is actually the first 30 minutes of the film, so it's broken into 3 parts, and it's extremely good. We have a Terror of Hallows Eve t-shirt, with, of course, Doug Jones as our lead character. Doug is a longtime friend of mine. I first met Doug when I was working on a film called Monkey Bone with Brendan Fraser. We actually shot him as a character called Scarecrow that's in the film. The trickster character, who's our lead character, was actually a puppet at first.
I mean, the story follows Megan and Jonathan, who moved to an orchard, their dream home, and over the course of their first 3 nights, they get terrorized and stalked by an unknown watcher.
Somebody who calls himself the Watcher is sort of leaving notes, and as each night goes by, things get progressively worse.
There were some really heavy scenes in this, of course, and some scenes that I couldn't really relate to from personal experience. I won't give away any spoilers, I almost did.
Please don't. We went for dinner around Adam's house in character one night before, and then when we left, we were like, I think we're playing them too.
My wife and I had just bought our new home, our first home. Our cat actually went missing on our first night. This is all true. And so a lot of the dialogue, a lot of the conversations are very close to the bone.
My mum was in there today, so that was quite funny.
How was that?
The support that the genre creates and attracts is just incredible, and I think that in itself inspires me to return to horror.
It's a brilliant first feature.
It just felt like a bunch of friends getting together and like, oh, let's make this movie, we're gonna play. And it never felt like work. It always just felt like the best of time. I mean, I love working with Ryan, and we just kind of get each other.
Yeah.
When I first saw the script and there was all these different genres in one script, I was just like, so, like, what's the plan here? Like, how do you want me to play this? Like, which world? It's like, you're, just straight drama. I'm like, huh, okay.
But yeah, this is exciting of just jumping headfirst into, we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
It's a documentary about the last 2 years of Jane Mansfield's life, hence 66, 67. She died in a terrible car accident that many people said she got beheaded.
And the FrightFest aspect of it was in the last 2 years she met up with Anton LaVey, who in San Francisco had just created the Church of Satan. So rumor has it that Anton put a curse on Jane's boyfriend. Not only that he would die within a year, that he would die within a year in a car accident. So see our film and then you be the judge. I went to college with a guy who I haven't seen since our sophomore year in college, who I got to hook up with here. His name is Don Mancini. And when we were freshmen, he told me the story of this idea he had about a doll that would kill people.
Right.
And I was kind of like, it sounds, I don't know. So anyways, nice to congratulate him on all his success.
Brianna and Alex had both been in kind of bigger properties, so they're kind of on that list and they're on people's radar. And I got a recommendation from my friend Seth, who produced a movie called First Girl I Loved, which won the Audience Award at Sundance, and that was Brianna's first movie. And her second movie was Deadpool. And then her third movie was our movie.
Why are you suddenly this reputation for directing female movies then? What is that? You're like the George Cukor of horror.
I think there's kind of more interesting things to be said about, women, especially in genre movies these days.
Every review sort of said Clueless, it said Heathers, it said Scream.
That's kind of what I was hoping for, is I wanted to make kind of those, a fun high school horror movie. Once you put that in kind of more of a high school setting, then we were able to pull in kind of some DNA from Jawbreaker and Heathers and kind of those teen girl movies with teeth, and kind of make something that was felt a little bit more unique.
I mean, look, we've been here with some great movies in a great environment with great people in the audience and on the stage. I mean, we couldn't do it without you guys. You know that. We absolutely love you. All of you who've been with us for the 18 years. It's just been so phenomenal that we've come this far. And all the people who haven't been here before with us, well, thank you so much for coming along and coming a bit late to the party, but now you know what it's all about. And I hope we see you again. I mean, thank you so much for everything. And I know you've really enjoyed it. You've come up and told us all about how much you've enjoyed being back in this particular venue. So how fantastic is that?